What in the world is an NFT? Well, it's a non-fungible token. Doesn't that pretty much clear everything up? I'm kidding. Come on back. I'm going to explain everything step by step. 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. You're going to know everything about NFTs and whether or not you should even bother. How's it going, Nez Nation? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to go through step by step what exactly an NFT is, but make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to give you my take, my perspective. On this channel, we talk a lot about how to grow your impact and your income online. I know you've heard there's a lot of people making money with this NFT business, so make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you my perspective and kind of give you context on what all this stuff really means. Okay, but let's jump right into it. What exactly is an NFT? So, as I said in the intro, NFT stands for non-fungible token. So this is just an economic term. Don't get too twisted on this. But basically, the difference between something that's fungible and non-fungible is fungible means that it's something that's interchangeable. For example, if you have a $10 bill versus two $5 bills, essentially they have the same value. They're interchangeable because they both have the same value. Something that is non-fungible means it's something that's irreplaceable. It's something that there can only be one asset, one owner for that specific item. Something that is non-fungible basically means that it's something that is not interchangeable. It's something that holds a very unique value and there's none like it in the entire world. So there's only one of that specific object, item, whatever it is, that is non-interchangeable. So for example, let's say Michael Jordan's, last shot when he won his 6th championship, that basketball, there may be a ton of other basketballs just like it, but there's only one that actually Michael Jordan used to shoot that last game-winning shot against Utah back in the late 90s. So how this translates to the digital world, hence the term NFT, basically it means that these are digitized assets. So instead of having, a one-of-a-kind physical object, you can have a one-of-a-kind, like for example, Jack Dorsey's very first tweet. You can copy that, you can, see the tweet, you can retweet it, you can actually even take a picture of it and then say, hey, I have it. But there's only one owner. Basically, this all comes down to ownership. Basically, it's just one-of-a-kind assets, okay, in the digital world. I'm going to talk about Beeple's, big sell of his huge art piece for $69 million. We're going to talk about that in a second. But it's basically a certificate that is used through blockchain technology, mainly Ethereum blockchain. And I'm not going to get too technical, but essentially it's just a ledger that's really run through a very specific computer technology, aka blockchain, which can identify that you are the sole proprietor, the sole owner of that meme, that JPEG, that film, that video, whatever it is, that piece of digital art. You own that. This is basically capitalism at its finest. But Nez, I don't understand. Like I can, copy Jack Dorsey's tweet. I can, how can I make a video clip of mine, an NFT? How can I make a meme that I created? How can I make a digital piece of art that I created that is so easily copied by other people in the digital world? What makes mine valuable? That's where the blockchain technology comes in. The blockchain technology identifies that you are the sole owner, creator, originator of that asset, and that gets actually recorded through the blockchain ledger, this computer technology ledger, and it identifies that you are the sole owner or originator of that property, aka digital asset. It's just like, look at it, for example, as there's plenty of copies of Monet, Van Gogh, Picasso. There's plenty of copies of recordings of Chopin, Prince, right? Prince just, released, Prince has a brand new album coming out that was in his vaults. You can copy that. I can record it. I mean, I used to make mixtapes as a kid all the time, but there's only one individual who owns the master recording. So think of it like that. You own the master recording. You own the actual property, the asset. Although it can be downloadable and copied, you are the only one who can say, I own that piece of property. So the only way to create an NFT, aka a non-fungible token, is it has to get minted through that blockchain technology. And by you minting that NFT, you can do whatever you want with it. You can sell it, you can keep it, you can hold on to it. Maybe it builds value and sell it later, or just be it's like digital art collecting. You just keep it for as long as you want to. Now, once you mint your NFT and you've got your ownership certificate through the blockchain technology, now it's like, well, wait a minute, what do I do with it? How do I sell this? How do I make money? Remember, this is a channel where I help you grow your impact and income online. That's why I'm talking about NFTs. By the way, have you clicked that like button yet? make sure you click subscribe too, because I'm bringing you brain-busting content every single week, helping you earn more, grow faster, and stress less. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to sell your NFT and maybe flip it, a lot of people are doing that kind of flip arbitrage where they're, buying something a low value and selling it for a higher value later. A lot of popular NFT marketplaces out there. Nifty Gateway, OpenSea, Barbie, and Markers Place. There's plenty of NFT marketplaces out there, but basically once you put your NFT on the market, that's where buyers can either place bids or purchase your NFT for a listed price. Just think of it this is, just to kind of sum up, it's basically all about putting your stamp that, hey, I own this. You can copy it, you can download it, you can share it, you can do anything you want to this item, but I'm the only one who can say that I actually own this. And so literally it's just capitalism at its finest, and it really just comes down to proprietorship. It's all about I own something, and the way that you make money, the way that you can really, take advantage of this craze, this NFT craze, is through kind of the same thing with any really asset, is really buying it at a value that you think is amenable to you, and then hopefully it appreciates like any other asset or stock or what have you, or investment, and you sell it at a price that you can gain a profit from. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments down below if this makes sense at all. And also, I'd love to get your opinion. Before I give you mine, what do you guys think of NFTs? Is this a fad? Is this something that is just, ridiculous? Is it game changing? There's a lot of people who think that NFT is just changing the entire marketplace, economics, and changing the way we do business, the way we transact, the way we look at things that have inherent value, intrinsic value or not. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, here's my take on this. So I'm paying attention to this because obviously I'm in the online space. I own an online business and I love the internet. I love creator economy, gig economy. And that's what this channel is really all about, is helping you to, grow faster and make a friend of this thing called the internet, so you can actually do what you love and maybe even make a side hustle, maybe not quit your job, but earn some extra money on the side. There's a million opportunities here online. But here's my thought on this. So that's why I talk about it. Here's my thought on this. I actually think that this is something that is born out of this pandemic. And I'm just not really convinced yet that this is something that's going to last. There's a lot of speculation on NFTs. There's a lot of people, including myself, who think it's a little bit ridiculous, a little bit absurd. But again, there's been crazier things that have come out. There's been weirder things that have gotten value. I mean, if you look at 90% of the things that are out there right now, it's really subjective on whether or not this is cuckoo or this is something that is a real viable, early adoption opportunity. The jury's still out for me. I'm keeping my eye on it. I'm paying attention to it, but I honestly don't think this is something that is a major game changer like a lot of people think. This is the embodiment of social currency. This is the embodiment of culture, community, branding. I'm not really convinced of that yet. A part of me feels like this is just a bunch of rich people who are bored to death during this pandemic, and this is what has arisen from that. Again, I don't want to judge it or demean it yet because I think it's still in its early stages. But only time will tell. And I'm going to bring you the best news. I'm going to bring you the best stuff. I'm going to be abreast on all the changes and all the innovations that are happening on this thing called the internet. And I'm going to bring it to you. But I honestly feel like this is not something that is going to change the world and have such a big splash as a lot of people may think that it does. Although this dude right here, Beeble, this dude made a pretty penny selling his unbelievable work of art that took him actually a really, really long time. He's actually a pretty amazing digital artist. So what do I know? I mean, if this guy's making that kind of money, who knows? Maybe there's something to this. All I can say is that this is what my gut tells me. This is what my intuition tells me. But I could be wrong, and I'm more than happy to admit that I could be wrong. And who knows? I may change my mind. And if I do, you'll be the first one, Nez Nation, to find out what I think of it and why I changed my mind. So let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on NFTs? Is it legit? Is it a fad? Is it something we should pay attention to? Is it something we should just dismiss? I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm giving you the best videos week in and week out about how to grow your impact and your income online. And don't forget to subscribe because I have a live office hours show that I do every single week where you get to ask me questions live on the air for free. free. And you can get you can get answers to any question you have related to your career, your business, how to market yourself, how to brand yourself, how to, grow and maybe even start an online business. Make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss that. Hit that bell notification too. Oh, and by the way, don't go anywhere. Make sure you check out this video right here because this video right here is going to really complement this video right here. If you like this video, you're going to love this one and this one too. It's a huge video right there. Make sure you subscribe down there and I'll see you in the next video.